In this tutorial, I will be teaching you the first and most basic but difficult flip trick you're going to learn. It's called the kickflip. What happens in a kickflip is, you pop, you wait for your back trucks to get off the ground, and then with your front foot, instead of like an ollie, swiping it forward to lift it, you want to swipe it off the side of the nose. If done correctly, after you pop it and slide and swipe, it'll sort of get it flicking. It should flick a full 360 degrees, but when you're starting out, it'll usually, when you're really starting, it'll only flick like that or like that, and you can get frustrated. It's only a matter of timing. You have to time it so that after you pop, you flick and you have enough air time with your body to allow your board to flip, and then you want to catch it. With this trick, since your front foot is doing the flicking, your back foot does the catching. But it doesn't look that obvious because you kind of land it at the same time. And for this trick, many people, when they're beginning, they put their foot at a really sharp angle and really close to the edge of the board, so that after they pop, they can do a quick flick and get the board spinning. This is okay if you're a beginner and you're doing this, but I do not advise it because later it gets difficult to control your kickflips. And when I started doing kickflip, I put my board more on the board, my foot more on the board, and the angle of my shoe less sharp, less slanted. So when I flicked out, there was more surface of my shoe flicking. You could see the white marks where I flicked. So when you do it correctly, that's what's supposed to happen. You pop, flick, and land. And that was slightly bad because I didn't jump high enough. But this trick also should be practiced when you are stationary, because this requires a little more concentration when practicing, and then you kind of lose track of your balance and you can fall really hard. Also, when kickflipping, try not to land it like that, because that can hurt. And I actually can really break your leg, your foot. And after you finish learning a kickflip, you can, after you've landed it consecutively a few times and gotten used to it, I'll show you an example of it rolling. After you've got used to the flicking and the timing, lots of people are going to say, after you flick it, look for your board, spot your landing. But when you're a beginner, you don't have that much air time, and you don't have the concentration to actually spot your landing. So it's pretty much intuition and also training. So after a while, you get used to your abilities. You know how long you're going to be in the air. You know how powerful your flick is. And if you balance that out, everyone has their own way of doing it. Common mistakes like that is popping too early or too late. You have to pop it exactly right with your jump so that the board stays centered under you. In the following trick, I shall teach you the opposite of a kickflip, a heel flip.